Happy Wednesday, everybody. Matt here from PT Profit Leverage and Lifestyle Show. Hope you're having an amazing day. So today, just a solo episode today. So it's a pretty big topic today. We're going to discuss how to actually nurture your leads. So there's I had some dot points here. Two things. That I want to discuss with you today, or two strategies that I'm currently using that works pretty well, to be honest. And there's obviously more things that we can do as well, which in the process of working towards with some CRM software. If you don't know what that is, it's a client relationship manager software or customer relationship manager software. But firstly, let's quickly talk about what does that even mean when I say nurture leads. So nurturing leads essentially means that you're consistently providing value to someone to build their trust so you can become the authority in their mind or the go-to person in their mind. Prime example, and I'm sure, Jack, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you wouldn't mind me sharing the story, but I had someone reach out to me about a week or two ago, asking about my mentoring program. And we've been talking on and off for about 4.5 years now. And he's watched my entire journey in the fitness industry. So that's a very long example of me nurturing him, but not on purpose either, by the way, but by design, because I've been posting consistently about my journey. He's seen what I've been able to do in the fitness industry, and he's seen what I've been able to do with other people in the fitness industry as well. And it's no wonder that he's come to me when he needs help to grow his business. I'm the person that he talked about or wanted to talk to. So that's a longer version of it. Another version could be as simple as someone has specifically inquired with you, but they didn't want to commit, or they weren't ready to commit for personal training on the spot. So what you could do, you could add them to an email campaign, a Facebook group where you're nurturing them, providing more value again and again and again and again and again. And then when the time is ready, they're like, yep, Matt is the person that I want to go with for my personal training. So that's essentially what nurturing is. It's building value and building rapport, and I suppose a relationship over time, so you become the authority figure in the industry and you become like the go-to person. So let me talk about the two things that I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about email database, or like a database, whether it's email or text message, and then your social media / Facebook group, which is what I use to nurture some of my clients, or some of my prospects, should I say. So the first one, email. I would say not even 5% of personal trainers have any type of nurturing process whatsoever. Pretty much nothing. So this is going to be a game changer for a lot of people that are listening to this episode, because pretty much no one's doing it. Me included, up until probably like 6 months ago. So every single week, and some of you might be consuming this, every single week, I send an email to my entire database, providing value. A lot of the time it's to do with the podcast. Some other times I do like a call to action post when I'm doing like an offer. But majority of the time, it's just me providing value for free, asking for nothing in return. And it works. It works an absolute treat. It builds trust and rapport over time. So when you do have a call to action, they're like, yep, no worries, let's do it, type of thing. So as I said, you need to be, same with everything, you need to be consistent over time with this type of stuff. So with emails, weekly, every single week without fail, you need to be sending an email. Now, with the email, it can be whatever you want, as long as you're providing value. You could have like a summary of a podcast episode and a link to your own training, for example. Or you could have a description of what training you're giving away and then a link to watch the training on like YouTube, for example. Or a link to your social media channel where they can watch a reel, for example, that you've made. But the main point is you need to be nurturing the leads that you get, because a lot of people take them for granted. Most personal trainers get heaps of leads, but they're not taking advantage of those leads. So that's the first one. The second one is social media / or more importantly, a private group where you can tag that person whenever you want, if you want them to see something. So for those who know my story, I grew my Facebook group to about 1,200 people over the last 4 years. So that gives you an idea of how many consults that I've done over those 4 years. There've been more people that I didn't add in there, but every single consult that I had over that 4 years, no matter which gym location I was at, was in that group. And in that group, I would post consistently every single week, 2 or 3 times a week, value, client testimonial, call to action. I got clients consistently from that process. Couldn't tell you how many I got. I got so many clients from social media because I was nurturing them over time. Like, results don't lie. You provide value, you show them the results that they can get, and then you provide that solution with a call to action. Hey guys, I'm doing a 28-day kickstart challenge. Who's keen? Drop me a comment. That's a call to action. But like, same with everything, consistency over time. Like, for example, my database of personal trainers is only like 200 and something. But you got to start somewhere. Everyone starts from zero. My Facebook group started at 0. Consistency over time always wins. Now, there's obviously AI and email campaigns that you can drip feed people, which is a bit more of a different discussion, because I'm currently in the process of setting up my CRM, which is going to do that type of stuff. But for now, this stuff works relatively well. Email campaigns, VIP. I always suggest to my clients a VIP group on Facebook, because you can easily manage it. It's completely free. Like, obviously, email campaigns, you don't need to pay for that type of software. And I'll have my own version of this type of stuff very shortly. So I use my own version. So you can also do things like active campaign. What's that monkey one? I forgot the monkey one. MailChimp, that's the one. I couldn't think of it. MailChimp. So those type of softwares, you can do the email campaigns. Bulk text messaging software, I think you can do that through like SA group text. A few other ones you can do as well. But in summary, if you want to take some action from this podcast episode today, you need to nurture your lead. So any consult that you have booked in that shows up, get them into your VIP group on Facebook. Get them into your database, into your email campaign. Any single lead that you get from the club, add them to your newsletter or your email campaign, your weekly email campaign. Send them some value. Give them a reason why they should come in and see you. And then on top of that, when you actually book in with, or when people actually book in with you, you can even send out some nurturing emails or text messages before the appointment, so they know how serious or how good you are to work with as a trainer. And then you're not wasting your time talking to the wrong type of people, because if they're not interested after they're getting all these messages and emails, then they're just going to cancel, which is not the right type of person you want to work with anyway. So, and the last thing I'll say with this is, you need to know what your audience's pain points are, because they're not going to actually respond to the emails or even consume the content if it's not relevant to them. So make sure you're actually providing value that's going to actually solve their problems. If it's with personal trainers, talk about nutrition, talk about their training routine, talk about the structure, talk about what it means to have accountability. What does that look like? What results does that get them? Like, make it specific to what they would actually need help with. Like, there's no point if your client avatar is males and you're talking about female cycle, it's completely pointless. Like you're not going to open that email, or you're not going to open a text message or respond to it or watch the training or whatever. So just make sure it's obviously tailored specifically to your ideal client. Like for me personally, for when I was doing PT, I was pretty general population, so male, female, weight loss, strength training, so pretty much everyone. Which is fine, by the way. Nothing wrong with that. Being a face-to-face, rental-based facility, you can be pretty general. But my content was like recipes, how to track your food correctly, how much protein you should be having, example workouts that they can do, structure of their training routine, how to stay away from the alcohol on the weekends, what's some supplements to take for general health and well-being, that type of stuff. Another thing you can do, actually, if you go to answerthepublic.com, you can search, you can find out what people are searching for in your niche. So if you type in go to answerthepublic.com and you type in fat loss, it'll tell you the top Google searches for fat loss and what they're actually asking. And then you make training specifically on that. So that's what I would be doing, team. This is what I do and what my clients do. So as I said, you need to be able to nurture your leads. I do this with email campaigns, and VIP groups on Facebook, and of course online social media chains as well, mainly through Facebook and Instagram. Providing consistent value. Like if you check out my profile on Facebook and Instagram, it is littered with value. Like all my podcasts are on there, all the reels from my podcasts are on there. There's so much value on there. If someone wants to go to my profile right now, you would instantly people charge thousands of dollars for the stuff that I give away for free. It's as simple as that. So I'll leave it there for that one today, team. Nice and short today, straight to the point. But I hope you're having an amazing day. And if you do love this type of podcast, please share with a friend, because that's the ultimate compliment. We are coming up to a pretty cool milestone with downloads for the podcast. So I guess that means some people like it, which is good. But it would be awesome if you if you tag me as well when you share it with a friend. That would be awesome to see. But enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in next week's episode.